Hi everyone, this is Paulo from the MB Academy, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make basses like the ones in the track Turning Point by QZB. So this is the original track. The Turning Point. And this is my recreation. The Turning. Now I know it's not exactly the same sound, but it's actually very cool because you can change the timbre of that mid layer to be whatever you want it to be. As you can see. But before we get started with the video, make sure you get subscribed to the channel and hit the notification bell to not miss any future videos. And if you want to support the channel, consider grabbing one of our products at dmbacademy.com. We have crazy preset packs. We have producer bundles made by pro artists like Icicle, Current Value, Abyss, Mastic, and many more, showing you how to make tracks from start to finish with all project files, presets, samples, etc. included. And speaking about samples and presets, if you want the ones from this video, consider joining Preset Pass. The link is also in the description. So, with all that being said, let's get into the video. Okay, so the sound is actually separated into three main layers. We have just a sub. We have the main mid layer. And then we have kind of a reverb layer. For now, we're just going to focus on these two, and then I'm going to show you how to quickly get this layer out of this layer. It's cool. So for the sub, I'm actually not going to make it. It's just going to be very, very simple. If you're a fan of the channel, this is something that we're very, very used to do. We just have a simple sine wave, and then we just have some harmonics over here with some unison, which are the deep stuff. And that's it. That's the sub holding an F. Okay, so now let's focus on this layer. So the first thing we're going to do is to turn this up, turn on the noise, and then have an LFO mapped into a level of the noise and oscillator A, like this. And that's basically going to be our main LFO. And then we're going to have another LFO that is half the speed of that going into the wavetable position. Now we can just change this so it gives us a different wavetable. So for example, we can set this on 1 bar, like that. And now we only have to pitch bend this around, for example, bringing it down and up, like that. And what is going to make this special is we're going to use unison and a bend plus to make it a little bit more greedy. And then on the effects tab, we're going to use a phaser with the rate down, depth down, and frequency down to give it that format. Makes that lower. We're going to add a delay with a super low time. That's going to give us the nice tail. We're going to add a chorus. We're going to add the multiband compression. Just make sure that you don't boost the noise a lot. And now we can just come back into this layer and then change this wavetable. Let's just bring this delay down a little bit. And now, as you can see, it's all about experimenting with this wavetable and what you can do with things like phasers. And just experimenting with these effects over time. Like that. That's very, very cool. Let's actually store this and bring this down. And then let's just high pass all of this. So as you can see, you just have to have the right wavetable. And then just make your effects evolve over time. and maybe do things like changing the phasers here. Pair that with the sub. So make sure that you don't give too much of the sub information here. Maybe we can even try to just not pitch bend it a lot. And now, as you can see, we hit a fine-tuning phase where it's all about just testing what fits the mix. Right? So I want to show you what type of overall changes, like over time, I did in the original patch. So in the patch that I ended up using as the final result, what I did was I draw different LFO shapes on the level of this oscillator each time the bass hits. I ended up using the pitch bend, and I believe I used a Monster 5, like that. You can see the effects are basically the same. And now it's all about just, again, fine tuning. But the cool part was that LFO that is always changing every single time the bass hits. Now I could also use that phaser here that I used on the other sound to give it a different format. And yeah, as you can see, we just hit a fine-tuning phase that never ends. And now the cool thing is that you can just duplicate this patch and then only use things like the highs, for example. And then use a chorus to just make it super wide. And now you just have a very, very wide mid layer that you can now experiment, use your own wavetables and all that stuff. So yeah, this is it. This is how you make basses like the ones in the track Turning Point by QZB. If you like the video, make sure you get subscribed to the channel and hit the notification bell to not miss any of our future videos. And if you want to support the channel, consider grabbing one of our products at dnbacademy.com. We have crazy preset packs. We have producer bundles made by pro artists like Icicle, Current Value, Abyss, Mastic, and many more, showing you how to make tracks from start to finish with all project files, presets, samples, etc. included. And speaking about samples and presets, if you want the ones from this video, consider joining Preset Pass. The link is also in the description. So thanks so much for watching. Hope you have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.